Interval training. Interval training is where we break up periods of hard work with periods of rest or active recovery. And it's great for pushing clients to that new level of fitness. When we get clients working what we call vigorous intensity and beyond, that's where we can get some really big gains in fitness, particularly your VO2 max level. Now, there's also a lot of research out there that shows that the afterburn effect of interval training is very big. So if you're doing some form of interval training session, you're still going to be burning calories from that session into the following day. So it can also be argued that intervals is not just for boosting your fitness, but it's a good fat loss training method. So I'm going to take George through some interval training now, and we're going to utilize a traditional training method called high intensity intervals. So we're going to be doing 40 seconds of hard work broken up with 20 seconds of rest. So if you just grab hold of the bar, George. George is a competent rower, he's rowed before, so we're going to kick off. We don't need to go for the coaching to start with. That's it, just get yourself going. Now George, what I want you to do is when we get to 20 seconds, I want you to start driving more power, more intensity into this. Off we go. So what we've got here is we've actually got a pacer. So this tells us how long it would take George to do 500 meters with his given pace that he's doing now. So at the moment it's at 150. So keep that going, George. See if you can keep it around that 150. Nice. That's it. We got legs, arms, arms, legs. Doing well. You got another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. So now we're just going to wait for 20 seconds. So during this rest period, this is a good time to talk to your client, talk to George, and find out how difficult was that interval. So on a scale of 1 to 10, George, 10 is maximal, couldn't work any harder. What number are you at?
6, 7.
6, 7. So we do want him to be working at around an 8. So get yourself moving again. Now it might be that the accumulative effect of these intervals is going to get him to an 8 anyway, so we don't necessarily have to change this. So what I want you to do is when you get to the 20, now get that back to your 145. So we're using that pacer to control the variables, basically, control the intensity. There we go. Right, now keep that there. Always keep an eye on technique, because particularly when someone's working very, very hard, technique might start to go. That's good, George. You can get a little bit more hip extension, so you can actually lean back a little bit at the end of the... There we go. Another 10 seconds. Keep it around that, just below that 150. 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest it there.
Yeah,
number. You're an A. Didn't even have to ask. He's at an A. Okay, so now this is something you are going to have to track it. So I'll let you finish there, George. Cheers for that.
Thanks,
you are going to have to track that because, you know, although you might think 150 has got him at 8, it might be that come the third interval at 150 he's at a 9. Come the fourth interval he's at a 10. So be prepared to drop things slightly, and you know, if you're annotating, you've got your program card there, just make sure you're recording things and you'll get a nice record of what your client is capable of, and then you can get an idea of, you know, where to progress them as well. So cheers, George.
Nice one.